All right, let's dive into this story because it's one of those real-life narratives that feels like it was ripped straight from a movie script. And honestly, I'm already picturing the trailer in my head. Daniel Rodriguez, UFC fighter, just got the headline spot at UFC Belgrade. And if you think that's just another fight, think again. This guy's journey to the octagon this time around is nothing short of insane. Here's the hook. Rodriguez spent the last 8 months in a Mexican prison. Yeah, you heard that right. 8 months. And not just for a minor offense. He was arrested at the border for possession of marijuana. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear UFC fighter and Mexican prison in the same sentence, my mind immediately goes to the kind of grit and resilience that most of us can't even fathom. What makes this really interesting is the timing. Rodriguez was on a 3-fight win streak before this, including a massive victory over Kevin Holland. He was at the peak of his career, and then, bam, life hits him with a curveball that could have ended it all. Personally, I think this is where the story gets its weight. It's not just about the fight, it's about the human behind the gloves. Rodriguez himself admitted he had doubts while in prison. He thought his career might be over. Imagine that, going from the biggest win of your life to sitting in a cell, unsure if you'll ever step back into the octagon. What many people don't realize is how mentally taxing the kind of uncertainty can be, especially for an athlete whose identity is so tied to their sport. But here's the thing. He didn't just survive, he trained. He kept himself in shape, held on to hope, and now he's headlining a UFC event. That's not just a comeback. It's a testament to sheer willpower. Now, let's talk about the fight itself. Rodriguez is up against Uros Medic, who's no pushover. Medic's on a 3-fight win streak too, finishing all his opponents in the first round. His last fight, he demolished Geoff Neal in 79 seconds. So, this isn't just a feel-good story about Rodriguez's return. It's a high-stakes battle between two fighters at the top of their game. But here's where it gets even more compelling. Rodriguez isn't just fighting for a win. He's fighting for redemption, for closure, for proof that he's still got it. In his own words, he's a survivor. And if he gets his hand raised on Saturday, it's not just another victory. It's the culmination of everything he's been through. What this really suggests is that sometimes the biggest fights aren't in the ring. They're the ones we have with ourselves, with our circumstances, with the doubts that creep in when we're at our lowest. Rodriguez's story isn't just about MMA. It's about resilience, about finding light in the darkest places, and about the power of second chances. And you know what? He's right. This story needs to be a movie. Hollywood, if you're listening, take notes. But for now, I'm just here, like all of you, waiting to see how this chapter ends. Because whether Rodriguez wins or loses, one thing's for sure. He's already won the biggest fight of his life. So what do you think? Is Rodriguez's comeback story one for the ages? Or is Medic going to play spoiler? Let me know in the comments below. And if you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just a fight. It's a reminder that no matter how hard life knocks you down, you can always get back up. That's a lesson we could all use.